Hi everyone, this is the start of, I think it's video 13, this one. So in that little bit of time lapse there, you can see that I've just chopped the other domain off the front. I'm just going to, I've just saturated it in rust converter, and I'm now going to remove that steering damper and clean up the new domain, clean that up once it's dried off a little bit, and then look to get it tacked in and ready. So I'll get on with that. Right, well, I've tacked that in place, cleaned it up and tacked it. And there's a patch to go on the other side where the radiator cross member had rotted through. So that'll get welded in at some point. I'm not going to weld it up tonight for a couple of reasons. One, I've got a new bumper coming from R4x4 UK, and when that arrives I'll bolt it on. I just want to leave one of the horns free to make sure that I've got my measurements right and that it fits. Once I've confirmed that with the bumper, then I'll tack the rest of it. I'll take the bumper off, weld it, and then pop the bumper back on for a little while, just to give it some more rigidity. I've also ordered the cross member bolts that bolt the cross members to the bulkhead, and I've ordered a new fixing kit for the bulkhead brackets to the chassis. So as soon as they arrive, I'll pop all of them on, bolt it in place. I'll break the tacks on this side just to make sure that, because I'm 5mm out across all centres and I don't know which cross member is out. I mean, it's a 30-odd-year-old chassis, so it's going to twist and turn as it goes. So I don't really want to do anything else on it, and I certainly don't want to take that bolting cross member out until I've got the front pinned. I know I've got this little bracket in the middle tacked in, but I don't want it to just be the rear frame, rear cross member, and then a tiny little bit of bar in the middle with a tack on each end. So I'll leave that for now till I get it so I can pin the front in place. So that'll probably be next week. So before I dart on tonight, it's going to be a short one tonight, I'm going to give the brackets a clean up for the bulkhead. I'll probably give them a lick of paint, and it'll give them time to tidy up, dry up. I'll show you how bad they are now. I've done one, I've cleaned one up. They're pretty good, but they're just manky. So I'll have a good power brush off. I've done that one. So I'm going to give it a lick of etching primer. One sort of wire brush in there to tidy that up. And then I'll give them a lick of paint and leave them for the evening. Come back to them next week. I'll probably paint them satin black, but I'll give them a good coat of etching primer or Galvi primer beforehand, just so they know that they're not going to corrode. I mean, they've been on for 30 years and they're not too bad, so they'll probably last another 30 before they need replacing. So I'll get on with that now. Talk to you in a bit. Right, they've cleaned up really nicely. Some slight pitting on them after I've given them a good licking with a rotary wire brush, and then in between the bolts I've just made sure that I've got the rest of the gunge off with a hand brush. That's I give them a spray with a zinc and rich primer. Quite good stuff. And, this fella here, so he takes in primer, so which is great. And you even smell it if you, once it's dried, if you try and grind it off, it's like grinding Galvi, it absolutely reeks. So I'm quite pleased with that. The only other thing I might do tonight is lift the gearbox and transfer box and bell housing up onto that board so I can move it around easier with a pallet truck. I do really want to get into that, but I don't want to start flipping from one job to another, because if I do that, then I'll never get anything finished. So I'll wait for these bits and pieces to arrive and I'll get the rest of that done. I went to the Land Rover show on Sunday at Ripon, and as you can see on this tub, I think I pointed out before in an earlier video that these are knackered. So I was needing a new set. I've been quoted £300 a pair for a Galvey set, and while I was at Ripon Land Rover, I found those. And there's nothing wrong with them, they're absolutely bang on. They've just got an extra lug on the front. I've already tried them up, they fit perfect. They were 50 quid for the pair, so thanks very much to the gentleman who sold them to me. He did me a favour and I was quite chuffed. So yeah, there's a few other bits and pieces I'm trying to find as I go along. I want a set of bench seats for the back. I am going to refit them. I was just going to turn it into a full van, but I'll pop the seats in just in case end up having a mad run out and need a few passengers in, because I'm going to put a dumpy seat, cubby box in where the centre seat is when I put the car back together. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to try and get up at some point over the weekend. If not, it'll be next Tuesday, and I'll get some more done then. So hopefully these parts have arrived and I can get everything tied in at the front. And like I said on a few occasions now, once I've got that tied in and I know that the outriggers are in the right place and welded up, I'll drop that out, do any repairs on that, put it back in, bolt it tight, then remove the rear axle, and do the shocker mounts, take those off and repair behind them, because I'm reliably informed that they always corrode behind. So I'll get that done. Then it's a case of factoring it. So if I can get a good day at it over the weekend and the parts arrived, I'll be alright. I'll be quite happy. Speak to you soon.